Will we see a world record break in 505 kg deadlift?
Stay tuned and we'll find out.
So we're back again with the World Deadlift Championship and Giant Slave Open. We had this last year, 2021. This year it's going to be live in Cardiff at the Motorpoint Arena on August 6th.
Yep.
We're going to have the World Deadlift Championships and then we're going to have the usual Strongman show afterwards. There's going to be 5 epic events in total, as they said themselves. So we're going to have the World Deadlift Championships. We're going to have a Farmer's Walk with implements then, the load and medley. We're going to have 150 kg log press for reps. We're going to have the castle stones, and then we're going to have a
front hold. Yeah.
So we have 13 athletes in total competing, with 2 recently after leaving because of injuries. So that's Carew and Pena. But it's not probably the most controversial thing that's happened with Giant Slave in the last couple of days.
No, there's something else happening.
So Vytautas Lalas had something very mean to say to Giant Slave.
Yes, Vytautas Lalas said some mean things. He got angry because Payman, he pulled out. Yeah. But he didn't pull out.
No. It was the thing with visa issues that he couldn't get in.
So Vytautas Lalas was just angry for no reason.
You were just angry for no reason.
Yeah, and I believe Colin Bryce wasn't very happy with Vytautas Lalas.
No.
You know?
So for those who don't know...
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, we'll put the picture on the screen here. Would you like to explain what actually happened to Vytautas Lalas?
I don't even know what happened, to be honest. Like, I received a phone call from Colin on Wednesday, and he was telling me something to do with a comment underneath one of the Giants Live videos that I left, and I was like, Colin, I have no idea what you're talking about. I literally no idea. So then he sent me the screenshot.
Screenshot that we'll put on the screen again.
And apparently...
Yeah. You had very mean words to say.
Yes, and I was really angry. But then Giants Live left a huge
message
explaining to Vytautas Lalas what really happened, why Payman wasn't able to compete.
Yeah.
You know,
and that you shouldn't be upset with it.
Yes, it was a long comment, a very long comment. So then Vytautas Lalas answered, right? And he actually said that it's not real Vytautas Lalas.
It's a fanboy.
It's a fanboy.
Yeah. Which could have caused so much trouble.
It kind of did in a way. Yeah, but...
you weren't expecting a phone call.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Colin is someone that you got.
He was telling me all these things, and I was like, Colin, what are you talking about? I have no idea. What are you saying? And then he realized that it wasn't me, you know. So that kind of caused a bit of a controversial. So I don't know who runs that channel or who owns that thing. Like, please
call it Vytautas Lalas fanboy.
Yes, don't do something just rename it, please, because I don't want to deal with these phone calls, you know, especially the ones that I know what exactly going on.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was kind of weird Wednesday evening for me.
Yeah, but you're still on good terms though.
Yeah, we kind of. I thought he thought that we have a beef actually. You know, he says you have my phone number. Why didn't call me and all this stuff? And I was like, Colin, you should have called me first before replying. It happened what happened, and it's kind of funny in a way.
It is very funny. I think it's very funny. Yeah, I couldn't stop laughing when I see it.
Yeah,
it's kind of unbelievable. So back to the Giant Slave competition in hand. We have the 13 athletes. Would you like to name out the athletes?
Yes, we have Evan Singleton, Alexei Novikov, Graham Hicks, Mitch Hooper, Rauno Heinla, Pavlo Nakoniechny, Ivan Makarov, Payman Mahirpour. Wow, okay. Chris Vanderlyn, Paul Dwyer, Shane Flowers, Andy Black, and Gavin Bilton. And Asko Caro and Gabriel Pena, they out.
Yeah, due to
with injuries.
Yeah, so in the last few days, Asko Caro and Gabriel Pena had to pull out due to injuries.
Yeah.
Obviously, Adam Bishop was supposed to be in the competition. However, he pulled out a couple of weeks ago.
He torn his triceps, right? So
exactly.
I think he got it reattached. And we saw him in a sling after the surgery. It's like so he had to get it done. Yeah. You know, it's kind of serious injury.
So the deadlift, we all know that the record was broken a long time ago by Eddie Hall, which was 500 back in 2016 at Leeds. Then we had Hafthor during COVID. He went and he did the 501, which I don't think Eddie was happy with due to the fact it wasn't a real competition. However, it may have been. But the weight is standing at 501 at the moment. So by right,
based on what Google says.
Based on what Google says. But by right, to break the record, you need 502 kilos. But instead, they're going to go for 505 kilos, which would be new world record by 4 kilos. Deadlift Championship is going to start off an increasing weight kind of style. So it's going to start off with a 400 kilo deadlift. It's then going to go to 425 kilos.
Then 1,000 pounds, 475 kilos, and then 505. And I believe probably a couple of guys will even skip a couple of weights if they're going to aim to get 505 kg.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and it's you pointed that out. It's a conventional, not a sumo deadlift.
Yes, I have this wrote down notes that it is conventional. There's a lot of people that consider sumo and conventional as the same thing. I don't like it. I don't think it's the same thing.
It's not the same.
It's not the same thing. It's not. You can have powerlifters on one side, and you can have strongmen and bodybuilders, whoever, anywhere on the other side, saying that conventional is the real thing. Sumo, it's not. It's not even. It's not the same.
It's not the same.
Conventional is just a real proper pull of a deadlift. Now I know
you can try to have a couple of different viewpoints when it comes to deadlifts, but at the end of the day, it's still 2 different lifts. And when people try to say no, it's still deadlift, it still be recognized as the world record. It's
not. It's pulling sumo versus pulling conventional. You can be unbelievable at pulling sumo, but yet your conventional deadlift is probably not going to be anywhere near the same.
No. There's a lot of guys now pulling, like one guy who pulled like I think 105 kilos. I think we talked about him before. Polish guy.
Yeah.
He pulled like 400 and. I don't know, something like 480 or
probably something like that.
At 105 kg body weight, that's insane. Like, there's no way in hell he can pull that conventional.
No, not a hope. No. I see. Even with judo, with sumo, like you don't like sumo.
I don't like sumo at all. I think it's really big strain on your hips. I've seen a lot of guys who do sumo and then eventually further down the line in their career, they cause a lot of issues with their hips. So I think that position, to get in that position, pull big weights, is really hurt your hips. That's my opinion.
That's your opinion. That's your
because
opinion.
I've seen a couple of guys who had really bad hips from it. So, and anyone who pulls conventional, usually they don't have these hip issues.
But like I've seen a couple of weeks ago, or even I can't remember, it was a couple of months ago, when this was decided about the World Deadlift Championships, there were people were saying, should we have a sumo World Deadlift Championship and a conventional World Deadlift Championship?
If they want, sure.
If they want it, that's the way it could be. Yeah. If you think
this is strongman thing,
This exactly. This is
did they invite anyone from aside from strongman this time?
No.
Any powerlifters, guys? No, they didn't.
No.
So everyone who's competing there, they're pretty much professional strongmen.
They know themselves that they have to pull conventional. Yeah. For the record, they have to pull conventional.
In competition, in strongman competition, we all know by now, there is no sumo deadlift in strongman competition.
That's just the way it is.
Probably will never be.
No. Because it's not a thing that's seen as a deadlift.
No, just normal conventional. That's the way to go for strongman.
If this is something like sumo versus conventional deadlifts, if this is something you would like to see in a future video, please comment below. We might have it in one of our controversial videos, like we've been having for the last 2 videos, which have been going incredibly well. Yeah, it's kind of blowing our mind how much you've actually been reacting and commenting to them. We obviously, you like them. We love making them. So if you do like them, or you have any other topics you'd like us to talk about, please comment below.
Please comment below,
and we will definitely make them, because it seems to be blowing up so much. It's incredible. But anyway, the main question. I'm not going to keep talking about this. Will 505 be touched?
Maybe.
Oh,
I have no idea. I don't know about your man from Iran, Payman.
Yeah.
Is he that good? Like, he's a big guy.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
He is a big dude. And he's crazy enough actually to pull that off. Yeah. If he really can get in, is he in England right now? If he is, that's good, because there was a lot of issues with visas with him. You know, so Iran is like the country that has a bit of a sanctions on it, so it's hard to get into Europe for them. And you know who surprised me the most? Graham Hicks.
Graham Graham Hicks has always been a good deadlifter.
Yeah, he looks very strong. He
Yeah.
pulled recently 440 for 2 reps.
In the gym.
Yeah, and the first rep was so easy,
So
and so
smooth.
fast.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. So he seems like Graham really peaked for this competition. He doesn't really have. I think he really all year just focused on this event.
Yeah. Well, from the looks of it, like Graham he did get injured. Did he get injured?
He had some hip issues, I think, and then he rehabbed it pretty well.
Yeah. So like he did it properly. He did the taking time off. Make sure you get yourself properly back into it. You don't want to have long-lasting injuries that are going to prevent you down the line. Get it done. Get back in, and obviously it's paid off from pulling 440 for 2.
Yeah. So to me, I will say that he's my favorite to win this competition. Regardless, whatever, he can pull 505, but I think he's
for the whole competition.
Yes,
itself.
like again, like we don't know how Payman will look.
No.
Like he's the mystery guy at this point, you know. So
Payman last year was actually, I think he was the strongest conventional pull.
I think Graham probably gonna be one of the favorites to win this competition. Again, I don't know how Raunlo Heinla.
Yeah, he's mainly deadlifts.
That's his sort of
thing.
best event. You know, regardless is it for max or reps. His deadlift is the best event for him. You know, so but he had that quad surgery.
Yeah.
So and he's 40 years of age. Can he maybe?
Old.
Yeah, that is very old. Yeah, so can he pull 470 or 475? I think, innit?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I we'll see. You know.
But then we have another one, then we have another athlete who's literally going to be the deadlift only, and that's Chris van der Linde. However, on his his PRs, his competition and gym deadlift.
Yeah.
So it's 455 kilos with no suit.
I don't know much about this guy. To be
Chris van der Linde is South African guy.
South African guy.
Yeah. But yeah, so Chris will only be in the competition for the deadlift. He won't be competing in the rest of the strongman show. But basically, if his stats are true and he's pulling 455 with no suit, that's a big pull.
Yeah. But then, did he try it with the suit? If the suit can give him
will he be comfortable with the suit?
Yeah. Again, did he train with the suit? There's a lot of questions, you know. Yeah. So he's one of the dark horses probably of the competition, you know.
And then I think the one to top it off for the deadlift itself, Mitch Hooper, the guy that is telling everybody
he talks a lot.
I think he said it in the Giants Live Strongman podcast that he said he would be able to pull 510 kilos.
Wow, this year.
Yeah, not this year, but he said it's in him.
General.
It's in him to pull 510 kilos.
Look, maybe you can talk yourself into reality. I don't know. Maybe it's the thing. You know, so but the problem with this, if you talk that much and then you can't
walk the walk.
Yeah, it's kind of you can look pretty silly, you know. I don't know, but he's very confident. He thinks that he's the next big thing, and maybe he is. Who knows? You know, time will show. And I think he really. It seems like I think he's really underestimating
how heavy that is. Yeah.
I really think
you pulled 420 with no suit.
Yeah, but I think I know he's young, he's very ambitious and stuff like that. But again, even after this competition, he will have a lot more. He will compete, I think, in Shaw Classic. He has Canadian Strongest Man coming up, I believe. So there's a lot of a lot of competitions going his way. And but look, if he'll pull that off,
it'll be crazy. Yeah, he'll have a world record. Yeah. So
for the guy who came out of nowhere, probably in the World's Strongest Man, pretty much, you know, and now talking about pulling 500 straight away in the same year.
Yeah.
Nobody knew about him last year, you know.
Not even in the same year, the same season. Summer, it was only the start of summer that this happened. So it's So for my picks, I think that Ivan Makarov, who won it last year, he pulled the 475 kilos. I think he'll do the same again this year. So I think he'll win it outright, the deadlift championship.
Okay.
I think that we're going to have Mitch Hooper in second. If he's actually going to go ahead and basically said he can pull a 505, he'll definitely be able to finish in 475. And then if Chris van der Linde is true, with no suit at 455, I think he'll finish in third.
Okay. That's okay. That's a good pick.
Yeah. prediction,
my prediction, I'll go with Graham for the win. Yeah, Graham for the win. I think Payman probably second.
Yep.
And then in the third place, I will have Heinla.
Oh, very good pick.
Yeah.
Hopefully, one of us is going to win this.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments below if you think our predictions are right. Do you think we're completely off? Who do you think is actually going to win the World Deadlift Championship? And do you think there's going to be a record broken? We love seeing the comments. We had incredible comments over the last 2 weeks or the last 2 videos. So basically, keep the comments going.
Especially with the caffeine addiction video.
Yeah,
it's
caffeine addiction.
Really good. A lot of people have different sort of approaches when it comes to caffeine. It's insane.
Different approaches, different
Very
experiences.
good,
And to be honest, it's like we said in the last video, we don't judge.
Yeah,
we just basically want to know this
And
information.
even guys, if you want to go and read the video, some of the comments, like read the comments rather. Like some of the comments are really, really good.
Yeah,
like,
they're very interesting to give you like way more information than we thought we'd even ever get. But basically, we actually love learning about this stuff. It actually put our caffeine, our caffeine use into perspective, especially with me.
Yeah,
when I seen all these things, I was like, oh my god, I am drinking way too much. And then I was like, sometimes they're drinking way too much.
Yeah, and a couple of guys had really bad experience with it. And it could have ended up really badly for them, but thankfully they left the comment, and hopefully other guys who really think that they need to ramp up their caffeine intake will really think twice before doing that.
Yeah, so basically make sure to check that video if you haven't already, and thank you so much for actually commenting and liking that video. It's after helping us so much. So like we said at the start of the video, there's 5 events total on the night. So we start off with the World Deadlift Championship. The second event then is going to be the Farmers Walk into a load medley. There's going to be 3 implements, more than likely on a 20-meter course, like it is every year Giants Live. Then we'll have a 150 kilo log press for reps.
Yeah.
And then we'll have the hammer hold or the front hold, and then finish it off like always is the Atlas stones.
Atlas stones. They don't know yet it's going to be heavy set or lighter set, but most likely it will be heavy.
Yeah, like I said at the start of the year, we say in every video, Giants Live at the start of 2022 said they will use the heavier stones. We like the use of the heavier stones because it does split up the times, and it gives people who are better at stones a better advantage of gaining points throughout the ladder, throughout the system. Farmers Walk itself, basically again it's going to be the people with the strongest grip, the most athletic person, and then again with the 3 implements, it's going to favour the people that are usually probably taller.
Yeah,
in that regard.
Then 150 log press, and there's a lot of good pressers actually.
Yeah,
and
Graham Hicks is very good.
Yeah, Graham Hicks will be probably one of the favorites to win this one, and there's Evan is still dealing with his shoulder issues, but he's a good presser. Novikov is very good presser as well. His stamina is really good. So, I don't know how heavy will be the Graham coming into competition. You know, so will that affect his stamina? We'll see because he really, I think, is focusing on his deadlift this time. So he might be really heavy. So.
I even think though, still with that, I think the log, like Graham's log, is so good. Basically, had the British record for a couple of years.
Yeah.
I don't think that that's going to affect him. I think 150 is going to be easy for him. Then onto the hammer hold. I knew that if Adam Bishop was in this competition, the hammer hold would have suited him very well. Yes, only a few minutes ago, we gave our predictions for the Deadlift Championship, who we thought was going to win it. For the main show itself, then we have our other predictions. Basically, it's going to be completely different from who we think the deadlift is going to be. So, the predictions then, for me, top 3, I'm going to go first with Alexei Novikov, then I'll go to Evan Singleton, and then I'll go with Graham Hicks.
I'll have the same top 3 probably.
Yeah.
But I'll put Novikov as a winner. Second place, I think Graham.
Yeah.
And then third place, most likely Evan.
Yeah.
Just because he stayed in England and did all the events.
Yeah. So basically, those top 3 that we have competed in Giants Live multiple times. They know how the system works. They've been competing in the circuit very frequently in the last year. So I think that's going to give them the upper hand on the other competitors. I know you have Shane Flowers and Andy Black coming to the competition, but I think
like Powered Wire, there's the lineup is pretty good. Like apart from, like I said, the only people that are missing is Stallman brothers.
Yeah, and that's it.
You know, that's it. The rest of them, like, it's really really good lineup. You know, and I can't wait for Hooper
to pull the 505.
Yes, to show what he's capable of, and
let's hope he can stand up to the mark.
Yeah.
Well, basically, anyway, that is the video. We want to thank you so much again, like we said throughout the video, for the last 2 videos, all the likes, all the comments, all the subscriptions that we've been getting to the channel. It actually lets us know that you like watching the videos. We love making the videos. If you can, please like this video And again, please comment. We love seeing the comments.
Yeah.
If you haven't subscribed or you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And if you are subscribed, please press the bell icon. Keeps you up to date with everything Lalas Brothers. Make sure to keep us in the comments. Keep us up to date. We'll keep you up to date. Until then, see you in the next video.
See you later.